good being gray, isn't it? It's good being gray. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Today we're talking about black and white. You might say, Billie Jean, isn't that what you've been talking about for months now? And I'm going to say no, because this time you want gray. And if you have gray skin, well, first put some lotion on because you might just be ashy. But if that doesn't work, go to the doctor. Humans love to look at stuff as black or white, yes or no, right and wrong, because it's easy. There's enough stuff in the world that we have to make choices about. Anything that makes it easier, we're down. Because if the answer is maybe, we have to stop, analyze, communicate, choose. And that can be tough sometimes. And the choice that worked last time might not work this time. That makes things hard. It's scary not to know what's best. It's scary to admit that you don't know what's best. So much easier to take out all the nuance, all the in-between, and just leave yes or no, right or wrong, black or white. So, for an example, everyone who steals a car that they know isn't theirs and drives it away is guilty of grand theft auto, right? You stole it, you meant to steal it, so that makes it easy. All we have to do is punish you according to the law anywhere from 1 to 99 years based on how much that car you stole costs. But what if you're on a walk around a lake with your kid and your kid suddenly has an allergic reaction? Your car is all the way across the lake. On the other side, they have less than 2 minutes before their airway closes. Luckily, there's a mid-90s or earlier car. I had to learn something about hot wiring cars for this. So luckily, there's a mid-90s or earlier car right on the curb near you. You smash the window, throw your kid in the back, and hot wire it. Because you learned it for a YouTube video to see if it was even possible to hotwire a car. And sorry. So in this situation, does crime A still equal punishment A? What instead of a closing airway, it's a broken foot? Would you leave your 6-year-old to writhe in pain on the side of the lake all alone to take the 15 minutes to go get your car? Or would you steal it? Would it change the punishment if it was a 16-year-old? Should it change the punishment if it's your spouse? Do you see how it gets more and more complicated? How crime A might not equal punishment A? What if we go back to the closing airway, but say now, as you're about to go smash the window, there's somebody parked next to that car saying, hold on, I'll take you. But you smash it anyway and you go. Does that change things? What if that person is really sketchy and all the energy in your body, every feeling you have says, don't go with them. Especially don't take your child with them. Oh. What should the punishment be then? Humans are messy. We're complicated. The most destructive comments I see online today are people with black and white thinking. The government asked for me to stay at home. That's unlawful imprisonment. She can't be sexist. She's a woman. I can't be racist. I'm black. Democracy could never die here. Those people in history were awful. Not like us. I can't believe you're saying I'm racist. I don't see color. And I have black friends. That one always gets me. How do you know your friends are black if you can't see color? And one woman even told me this while saying that I was being racist to white people. And she knows that my husband is white. So somehow her having a black friend kept her from being racist. Automatically racist proof activated. But my white husband, no, you don't get racist proof for that. Just to be clear, you don't get racist proof for anything. All right? So, for all of you who need a black and white to racism, Dr. Ibram Kendi wrote a book about it. He says you're either racist or anti-racist. There's no middle ground. He also says this.
I define racist and even anti-racist as not a fixed category. It's not necessarily who you are, but what you are doing in the moment. And the reason why that's critical is because there's so many complex people. So when it comes to criminal justice, they're racist. But when it comes to the environment, they're anti-racist. And when it comes to healthcare, they're anti-racist. But then when it comes to education, they're racist. And so people are deeply complex. And so I really think we should define it based on what a person is saying and doing in the moment.
Isn't that interesting? You can be racist sometimes and not racist others. It's a black and white explanation of gray. It's as complicated as humans are. What? Boo, boo, boo. Mind blown, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand clutching to black or white thinking. I want things to be easy too. I can't tell you how many times I've sat across from my therapist wanting to throw a pillow at her and wanting to also go, oh. At the times she said, I think that's all or nothing thinking, Billie Jean. And I'm like, oh man, I did it again. There's a middle ground. There's a middle ground. And wanting to either be everything or nothing, I miss out on all of this. And I am in the middle. I'm in the middle of race. So I'm 95% sure I have ancestors who were both slaves and slaveholders. Do I know for sure? No. But on one side of my family, I've seen pictures of my great-great-grandparents, and they are light, bright, damn near white. So it's hard to think about, but I'm sure there was rape in my family's history. Rape of slaves. It's hard. But it's not me. It's things that people did in the past. People also had human sacrifices in the past, and I ain't down with that. I'm perpetually gray. Humans are perpetually gray. Consider coming with me over to the gray side. That's another thing, right? Like, it's people love movies that are either like there's the good people, the bad people. That's it. There's no middle ground, you know. But I think even more and more with those, we are learning. I watch a show called Critical Role. It's a bunch of nerdy ass voice actors playing D&D. And their first season, they were all good people. And everything they did was good for the world. And it was real easy. It was great. The second season, sometimes they do good things, sometimes they don't. they're a harder group to get behind morally, but it's still a great show. Life is a great show if you let it be. Ooh, we gotta shake it out. Shake it. Shake it. Ah, don't hold this stress in your body. Shake it off, shake it off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or like or subscribe. Oh, look it, there's a middle ground. Anyway, bye.